Sorry about the interruption. The little boy, my son. All right. So eyebrows. Eyebrows you got microbladed, or do you eyebrow makeup?
Well, I get my eyebrows tweezed every 2 weeks, every freaking Monday of my life.
Really?
So one Monday I do my eyebrows, and then 2 weeks later I do my eyebrows and I do my nose. So it's every other. So I do them every 2 weeks, and then I just use black pigment on them. I'm not one of those big people like all those people use all that stuff and comb them. I don't. I line them first, and then I fill in the corners and get them as black as I can.
And
then I just take the dirty brush and go. And then I go like this. They're not the best, but they're better than what they used to
they're actually really good.
Like. My nose looks terrible too. My nose is like 12 feet wide. And I try to make it look a little bit narrower, but sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
Okay, so close your eyes. So now we've got eyeshadow. You've got yellows and peaches and some like...
Well, I put foundation all over my freaking face, on my eyelids, everywhere. I mean, I just close my eyes and I put the foundation on, and I don't use a blender. I use a foundation brush, and I just pat it everywhere, and until I like the way it looks. And then once I start on my eyes, I just take a brush and dip it in the product and go like this, and I just dab it in the corners until I like how dark it is, and then I
add.
And if it's not as dark as I want it, then I add more. But I don't brush until I'm blending. And then I usually use Tarte concealer to cut the crease, but today I use white foundation, and I put that on, and then I take my eye itches right here. I take a patting brush, and I dip it in the product, and I just pat. So like I did a white here in the corners, and then I did orange here, and this is brown, and the brown's not eyeshadow, it's blush.
Okay.
And
I
then
use a lot of blush and contour.
Once I get the consistency, because when I first started doing it, my eyes were so dark and the makeup was so heavy and just icky. And then I watched Juno Birch, and she says just to put it on and then don't add any more product to the brush. So I don't. Okay. And then once I've got the color on there, then I take a clean brush and I just swipe it back and forth.
So when was the first time you put makeup on?
The very first time?
Or when you decided you wanted to do more of it?
I wanted to do it a long time ago, like in my 30s, but I tried, but you don't know what to use, and there wasn't... I mean, you go to the drugstore and it's like, okay, what do you use?
Right. Let's face it, that was almost at the birth of the internet.
That was 30 years ago, let's put it that way.
Yeah, like... There wasn't any influencers on YouTube.
So the only thing that I used to do is I used to put black pencil on the waterline of my eye, and I tried eyeliner. I was horrible at it. I was horrible at everything.
You are when you first start. Oh, it's hard.
Well, yeah, it's hard. It's really not easy. No. So then I started, when RuPaul's Drag Race came out, I tried again. But you don't know what they use.
Right, because they don't really go into
No, and so then I gave up, and then I found YouTube. But unfortunately, when you're watching YouTube and they go, and that's it. Like,
here's the product.
Well, what is that? And they don't tell you nothing.
They don't tag anything. Yeah.
I mean, some of them do. So I just started buying makeup, and I went, excuse the French, I went ape shit. I bought like Miron foundation, and it's also stage makeup, but it's more creamy. And they were like $12. And then I bought Krylon, and they're like $30-something. So I didn't know which ones to get. So I bought like tan, light olive, dark olive.
And then what, you blend?
Well, I didn't know what shade to use.
Right, it's hard. Yeah.
So, I mean, I finally went through the first tube of the Miron, And then I thought, well, I'm going to use this Krylon because I'm not just going to throw it away.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, I don't care what shade it is because I got to use it and I'm just practicing anyway. So I'm using, it doesn't even have colors on it, it has numbers.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean,
Krylon number, whatever.
I know it's just a tan, but I've tried doing lighter, I've tried doing darker, and then I tried what everybody else did. I mean, everybody takes their foundation and they put it on, and then they put white underneath their eyes, white on the forehead, white here, white there, and white there. Ooh, I just touched my lips. Anyway, it didn't work for me. It's just like all of us, it was just...
Too much.
Well, you know, like when you see... Excuse me. When you see Donald Trump and he's orange, but his eyelids and underneath his eyes are just blinding white.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
So I just use the same shade. I quit doing that. And then I'll just lighten it a little bit with powder.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I have probably 6 different colors of powder.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So I still use it. I think it's Ben Nye, or I can't remember his name. I just want to say like the science guy, but that's not it. But I use super white, and then I'll use like a pink or a banana shade, and then I started using Airspun. And I was almost out of Airspun, so I bought a brand new one, and I opened it up, and I have this cone-shaped brush that I put it on with, and it smells like grandma. But it's like, oh, okay.
Oh, I use Airspun. I do the tinted one.
I use the translucent or the natural right now.
Mm-hmm.
But so I don't.
It does smell like grandma.
It does smell like grandma. It's like, you know, your grandma's
works.
sock drawer.
Right.
So.
Powder drawer. When my grandma she died when I was 12, and she was dying of cancer. She was in one room, and I would go rummage through her drawers in the other. I was such a bitch. I would go in there, and I would go through her lipstick and her powder, and I'd try on her rings and her earrings, and I loved her clutch purse. Like, I loved it all. Like, I was in there having a heyday, and my poor grandma was, like, sick.
The only thing worse than the smell of that Airspun is, and I hate to say this, but my cousin that works for my mother wears this cheap perfume, and it reminds me of Avon Field of Flowers.
Oh, what?
And when she walks in, you know she's here because the scent arrives before she does.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, oh my gosh, can't you smell that? Do you put half a bottle on? It's just, anyway, so it's just grandma powder. It's been around probably as long as I have.
Yeah, a long time.
But I love it.
Honestly, I swear, I think it was like created in the 1800s. I'm not even kidding.
The packaging was like 2 pieces of round cardboard that they formed, and when you would pull the top part out, powder would go everywhere.
Yeah.
So they finally changed it, so now it has a screw-on lid in it. It's a little bit more manageable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I get powder everywhere, and I tried to find a house dress, and I couldn't find one. Well, Cliff found me one. I don't know where the hell they got it. So I wore that, but I didn't put makeup all the way down my neck because it'll get on my shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And I always get makeup in my hair. Which I'd rather have it in my hair than have a line.
Right.
So.
You don't want to look like Donald Trump.
I don't.
No.
No, not at all. So. But, and then I just do everything, but my favorite part is my lips. I love to do lips. Because on my Joey Mingus page on Instagram, I used to go home because I got sick and tired of playing with full face of makeup because I was horrible at it. I mean, I'm just going to be honest. I was horrible.
It's
not
easy.
I found this picture on Instagram, and this person had silver and black eyeliner, and I tried it, and his eyeliner was so thin. Mine was like 1.5 feet wide. It was horrible. My first makeup pictures are on my computer, but I don't know how to get them because I'd like to post one.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to do drag. So I tried to learn how to cover my eyebrows. Oh, that's not easy.
No.
It's like you get them all pretty, and they're all laying down. And then you start putting stuff on them, and everything comes off, and they lift, and they look. So I said, I'm not doing that no more. Mm-hmm. And drag makeup is hard. So if you ever say that drag queen looks horrible, stop it, because it's not easy.
No, it isn't. No.
So then I just decided, okay, I'm just going to follow the natural features of my own face.
Mm-hmm. And
that's what I started doing.
Well, and let's face it, we all have to work with our bodies. We all have to, enhance what we got. I can't look like you. You can't look like me.
Well, I hope nobody wants to look like me anyway, because...
Why not?
I don't know. I don't know.
You're pretty.
Well, I've been told I'm pretty, but that's on a picture, and you're only like the fourth person that's seen me with makeup on.
Well, I am glad to be that because I think it's awesome.
But I used to, when I decided I was going to just play with my lips, I would go home and do 10 lip looks in one day.
Oh my gosh.
And so I got really good at it. At least I think I'm good. And people are telling me, how do you do your lips? What do you use? Everything but lipstick. And they're going, what do you mean? It's like, I use foundation, I use eyeshadow, I use everything. I've used concealer, but that's really drying.
I hate lipstick, honestly. And the reds are always horrible.
You mean?
Any red lipstick.
Oh,
always,
you mean reds. I love reds.
I hate reds. Reds are not my friend. They're not my friend at all.
I bought this one lipstick from Too Faced in the shade's called Granny Panties. And I love using it, but... And I'll even use lipstick on for eyeshadow.
Oh,
because you just dab it and it blends really good.
Yeah, I would.
So, but, so I would do lips, and then I thought, okay, well, I need to start playing with makeup again, and I took like a 4-month break. Well, that 4-month break, when I did it again, it worked better, but my foundation always looked like hell. Everything looked like hell. But I didn't give up. I just kept going and going. And besides, I've got like $4,000 worth of makeup. What am I going to do with it?
You got to play in it.
I got to use it. I'm not going to throw it in the garbage.
Heck no.
And then I outgrew my little middle bedroom where I used to play with makeup. And then that's when I did the studio. So it's like, okay, I spent all this money on the studio. It's more than a hobby now.
Yeah.
But it's a hobby, but it's an expensive hobby.
Certainly.
And everybody says, well, do you want to do my makeup? And it's like, honestly, no. And it's like, why not?
Because it's a lot of damn work.
Well, I can't do somebody else's makeup until I feel comfortable with my makeup. So now I feel comfortable, but I don't know if I really want to do somebody's makeup yet.
Right. Well, it's hard.
Excuse me.
My daughter, she does beautiful makeup. She's been playing in makeup since she was, I swear to God, like in diapers. I'm not even kidding. I have pictures of her putting on lipstick. She does a wonderful job, and people are always asking her, please do my makeup for my wedding. And she's just like, ew, no.
Well, they say you do such good makeup. It's like, well.
But I know how to do it on me.
Yeah, but if I do your makeup, you're going to look like me. Mm-hmm. So there's this one drag queen. She's really, really, really good. I'm not going to say her name. I don't care for her. But anyway, she posts all these videos, but everybody that she paints looks like her.
Right.
So to me, she's really good, but it makes me kind of think that she's a one-trick pony because they look like twins if they're side by side.
Right.
But
right.
That's, if you want to look exactly like me, yeah, I'll do your makeup. But see, I have really hooded eyes. So if I relax my forehead and don't pump my eyebrows, then it looks like this.
Same.
So if anybody goes, why is your forehead so wrinkly? Because I do this constantly.
Because I'm looking at it, yeah. I have a surprised expression on my face.
So it's like I didn't spend all this time on my eyes just to let the skin sag down and cover them up. And then I tried the instant facelifts. Where you take the tape and stick it on there and you pull it. And I would pull it so tight all the skin would go up around my eyes. And then one day I was doing it and it came loose and the little metal tab thing popped me in the eye. And it's like, okay, I'm not going blind because I hate these. So I just decided I'm just going to embrace my nasal folds or whatever the hell they're called. Because I was thinking about either getting them fixed or using filler. But I have such a addictive personality that I would have not stopped.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So I just deal with it. But, I mean, I could do a little bit of this and... Then I thought, well, I'll just edit my photos so they're gone. And then I thought, okay, what happens one day if I did get discovered, which I don't know, I'm not going to say it's going to happen, but I'm not going to say it's not going to happen. And then I go someplace and people go, well, you don't even look like your pictures.
You're like, okay, I help.
Well, no.
I got to...
The Kardashians don't even look like their pictures.
So I have this stuff that I bought from China. It is a primer. I'm going to show you what it does. Give me your hand. So So
Does it tighten?
it goes in, it dries, and you will be surprised what it does to your pores.
Because I bought something.
It's amazing stuff. You put it on under your makeup. Just let it dry.
Because I bought.
It's like a veil.
I think it was Benefit, and they said it's for pores, and I tried it and I used it, and then I'd look and it's like, well, it didn't do nothing. But the only thing that's going to fill in these pores is cement. But so I quit using it.
You'd be surprised. It seriously. I'm gonna do my whole hand, and then you'll see the difference between this. It's so dumb. It works really good. It's like.
It just tightens everything a little bit?
Just a little bit, but it fills in it's like spackle. It fills in all those little...
I need more than spackle, darling.
It's like the best stuff ever. You see the difference?
I'm blind, but yeah, I can.
Like
I can, actually.
Seriously. Like, look at all those fine lines. You can see them all in there. I should
rub it all over my body.
I know. It's the best. I want you to take that home and try it.
Okay, thanks, dear. How much is that?
Nothing.
Okay. Anyway, so back to my scary makeup. The hardest thing I had to deal with was eyeliner. And I wanted winged eyeliner really, really bad. And every time I would do wing eyeliner, it just looked like shit. So I would watch videos. I would spend hours on YouTube watching people do their eyeliner. And then I found Juno Birch and watched her do hers.
And it made sense.
Well, she doesn't care. She goes, it's just makeup. She goes, this one doesn't look the same as that one, but who cares? And then I also heard somebody said, I think it was Trixie Mattel, it's like if you screw up with your eye makeup, who cares? Just wear big lashes. So one day I was just at the house and I spent a lot of money on eyeliner. Kat Von D. I mean, I even bought the new Lady Gaga one. And then these ladies at work were saying that they couldn't do wings, so I bought them these ones where you just stamp. It had the stamp on one end and the regular eyeliner on the other.
I've seen those. I just saw that.
I mean, I think I bought 2 for $5.
Oh, wow.
It works the best out of any eyeliner I have.
Really? So you can just stamp it and then you...
I don't use the stamp.
Oh.
So I started using the dot method.
Okay.
It's like, okay, I want the wing to go here, so I put a dot and then dots. But they were still uneven. They're still uneven. I mean, you can't get them perfectly straight. So basically what I just do is I just take the eyeliner and I don't go up as far as I want to. And I just put it where I want to and I draw a line down. And I do it on both sides. And because my skin, having mature skin, everything moves, I just pull my eyes back and I take that eyeliner and I stick it on that line and then I drag it across my lid.
Okay.
And then I do it. And then I fill in down to where I want the eyeliner down here. And then I fill in with the color. And then I use the NYX product. It has a really narrow brush to get in between or around the eye. And I used to make the mistake.
The felt stuff?
It's just really pointy.
Yeah.
So I found it a couple of weeks ago and I started using it.
Is it a pen or is it a wand?
It looks more like a pen. It must be felt.
It must be felt. Yeah. I use that. And
I would make the mistake of getting too close to the waterline and then it would bleed. So I go up above the waterline. But then the line's not completely straight like I want it to. So I use black pigment. I take my eyebrow angle brush
and get in there
and fill it in there. And then the little part, it's hard because my lashes are so big. To make the little, I use powder. So, and today I did another little bottom
Oh, yeah, you did.
thing. I don't know why, I just did it.
No, it was good.
But...
Well, like you said, with the big long lashes, there's a lot going on, but it's like...
As long as you get the corners looking pretty good, then that's okay, because that's what you mostly see. But even when I close my eyes, it looks decent. But when I'm first putting it on, it looks like, oh, ugh. And then then it looks better. But I'm one of those people, it's like, less is more. And I'm not like that. It's like, no, more is better. So I would put so much eye makeup on that it would just be dark. And then I like to use black. But I don't like the way the black does it when I go into my crease. So I started using brown.
Shadow without being actual black.
I just basically, like I said, because when I'm not wearing makeup, you can see the natural shadow on your eyes anyway. So I just try to follow that.
Right.
And then I put a little bit of concealer. I'll use either like the Tarte, or today I use white foundation, and then I just blend it in.
Looks good.
So.
I love it.
And then my nose, when I contour my nose, I go all the way up here. I saw somebody do that. And then I saw a drag queen. She's one of the new contestants on the season 13 of RuPaul's, and she had pink here. And I love the way it looks, so I've been trying that. So I go pink all the way up to here.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just...
Pink has a way of giving youth. It projects youth.
Well, and then every time I would just do the white underneath, like everybody says that you should, it would just look cakey, and it looked like it would crack. And I mean, if you get close enough to my makeup, it cracks. It doesn't look good. I mean, you know, it looks good. It's okay, but if you get this far away from my face,
yeah,
everybody's makeup looks crappy.
Of course.
So, but
it's like, what are you doing that close to me anyway?
It's just, you just keep trying and see what works, and that's what I did.
That's super fun.
But there's another drag queen, her name's Pearl. I started watching Pearl because I saw her on RuPaul's Drag Race and I liked her. And her first video I watched, I really loved the music that she used, but it was hers. So it was like a 15-minute video, and she didn't talk. She just did her makeup.
Oh.
But then I watched another one, and she goes, well, because her eyelashes look wonderful. And she's going, well, if you want long eyelashes, not everybody can wear 301s because they're so big. So she says, I just cut them up and stick them on there. And so I did. But she would stick them on when they were...
like...
on. I stick them on before I put them on.
Right.
So, I mean, anybody can make these lashes. But I'll be honest with you, it's a pain in the ass. It's hard.
It's really hard.
But I've been doing it long enough, I can make a pair of lashes in 10 minutes.
Wow.
The hardest thing is I cut the lash and then I'll lose it. Or it sticks to my tweezers, and I just let it stick to the tweezers.
Yeah.
But when I did the lashes today, this one looked good and this one, so I yanked them off, and I rimmed this one when I yanked it off, so I had to redo it. But these big lashes, I don't follow the contours of my eyes. I start right in the center. So when I was only using those, I didn't have any lashes here.
Mm-hmm.
So one day I thought, well, I'll just put on another pair of lashes to give me that. Because I tried the stick-on ones.
Right.
And I didn't like the way they looked.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that. And I just lay those on my natural lash line. But when I do these big ones, I start here. And then I angle the hell out of them. And I make sure that I don't go out of my eyeliner. And I just follow the liner and stick them on. And then when they're stuck on, and I don't stick them on like this, I stick them on like this. So they're straight down, mm-hmm. And then when they're on, I hold them up until they're dry. But see, they were like this when I put them on, but they sag.
Yeah, well, eventually they have to kind of, because they're heavy. Some of them are heavy.
And then I curl the ends to make them bigger.
Uh-huh.
And that's what I do with my lashes. And I want to call them Frankenstein lashes, but I'm afraid I'm going to get
I don't think you'd get
in trouble.
I don't think so.
Because I don't really make them. I just take the dead corpses of other lashes and put them into a brand new one, so they're Frankenstein.
Right. I think it's perfect.
So,
I think it's the perfect name.
I mean, I would really love
Joey Stein. We'll call him Joey Steins.
I would really love to have a lash line.
Mm-hmm.
But since I'm a nobody and nobody knows me, that might be hard. But if I did, then I'd have somebody make them this way.
Yeah.
But until then, I just
do it yourself. Oh,
but they're fragile.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just use lash glue. And lash glue holds them, but if you just grab the tips and you pull them off, they'll come off.
Mm-hmm. You have to be careful.
So you have to stick them back on.
Right.
But I usually do, I have like 3 or 4 different styles. These are my favorites.
I love them.
So I just did 3, when I first did these ones, I just did 3 spikes. And then today I put some shorter ones in to kind of give them a little bit of
fullness.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. They look good.
And then the bottom lashes, those are hard to get used to. They were hard to put on the first time.
So are they upside down?
Well, they just come in the little tray like regular ones
Are they
do.
bottoms?
They're bottom lashes.
Okay. I'm like,
Because I've tried using regular lashes and putting them underneath, but they're so big.
Yeah, they're way too long.
And then I tried the individual ones that come in little clusters that you could get at like Ulta, and they were too big. So then I tried the strip lashes with the ones glued on them, and they were still too big. So then I just use them the way they come.
Yeah.
But they're, because I don't put them on top of the lash, I put them underneath the lash.
Okay, so you're lucky you have lashes. I don't have any.
I do have lashes, but I watched one girl do it, and she said just to pull them straight as hell and stick them on there, and it didn't work for me. So I just put the lash glue, which, by the way, I get from Joy, and it's the best lash glue I've ever used, because the stuff that you buy, the duo stuff,
bullshit. It's
when
gross.
you take it off, my eyelashes would stick together for 2 days. This, it doesn't.
No,
I love this glue.
I do too.
I would pay $500 for this glue.
I love this glue too.
But the first few times I did the bottom lashes, they're hard. But it's like anything else. The more you try, the easier they get.
Certainly.
And usually what happens is I usually put the left eye on first and then do the right. That one will go right on. And then the right one hates me. And it's the same with the top ones. Sometimes they'll go right on. They look great. Sometimes it's like, this one looks wonderful. This one's doing this.
I know. See, today, this one is like, and this one's up. So I'm always like, trying to get this one to go down and trying to get them to equalize.
And then, if you guys haven't really figured it out yet, I'm madly in love with Juno Birch. I want to meet Juno Birch. I want to be Juno Birch. She did a video, see, now they're sticking together, where she disguised herself as a human. And if you don't understand what I'm talking about, look up Juno Birch. But she said there's a trick that you spray hairspray on your lashes and hold them up and it'll make them pop. I tried it. I couldn't get it to work. And then plus my face was sticky. And it got all over my hair, and I hate hairspray on my hair. So I thought, well, the next time I'll do it, I'll just put paper towels. And then I thought, no, I'm not going to do it no more, because I didn't like the way it feels. And my eyes wouldn't be all the way closed. And so it's bad enough getting eyeliner
so
in your
bad.
eyes.
Yeah, hairspray could be, that's not a good plan to put on your skin.
So trust me, I've stuck pretty much everything in my eye.
Oh, yeah.
But there's one tip for doing lashes like this. You have to fill in the line of your natural lash, because if you don't, then you have a white line.
Yep.
So there's two things I use. I either use a liquid eyeliner, or Kat Von D has a product out that's called Lash Liner, and I love it. But if you're going to use it, wipe most of it off, because a lot of it comes out. Trust me, I learned the hard way. I started doing it, and I had a black eyeball.
Ooh.
So, but it just fills it in, so when you're looking at me, you don't see any white.
Yeah.
And sometimes I forget, and it's like, oh crap, I forgot to use it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm one of those people that when I'm playing with makeup, I'll use something and I just toss it.
Instead of where it goes.
Everything's been tossed, and it's like, oh crap, where is it? Yeah. So I have two Kat Von D lash liners. One of them's almost gone, and so I put it in a little thing where I keep the makeup that I use the most. Mm-hmm. And then I use the other one, and I can't find it. So, boop, it disappeared.
Went into the void.
So, but today I used the NYX eyeliner, and I'll just get in between the lashes and just fill in. And I don't use mascara. I hate mascara.
No, mascaras, I don't use it either.
So,
I don't even.
Because I try to seal my bottom lashes, my real lashes, to the regular lashes. So I just use the lash liner and put it on there, and then press them together. But I do that before I put the big ones on, because I put the small ones on first, then the big ones. And then if I don't wear bottoms, I just use that for mascara. It looks okay, and it's not as clumpy. So I hate mascara. I can never get it to work.
Mascara is gross. I don't like it at all. I haven't worn it in, I don't know, probably 15 years.
I don't like it. And I bought one, and I bought Go Big or Go Home, and it's all dried out and clumpy, and I probably paid $30 for it, and I'm gonna throw it away. And then one day I decided, I'm gonna get my lips done. So I went and had my lips done.
And was it worth it?
I liked it, but I didn't want them to be so huge, so I just did the the inner parts. I didn't do the corners.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked it, but I haven't drawn a natural lip line on my lips forever because I way overdraw them. And it's like, well, they look okay. So I haven't done it. It's been it'll be 2 years in April since I've done them. It's still in there, just not as much.
Really? It still stayed in?
Mm-hmm. Feels like little BBs in there sometimes.
Oh, weird. What is it that they put in there? Is it silicone?
I don't know what it is, but it was called Versa, and it was $400 for one syringe. And, well, it's a nurse that does it. She's trained to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But you go into their office and they put this numbing stuff on your face on your lips for like 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And then they start doing it. Well, yeah, it's numb, but it's only numb so far. But they go past the numbing and then it hurts.
Mm-hmm.
And she used the whole syringe on my lips. And then she did one in the center, and that one hurt like a sucker. And then because I took some girls in, they wanted a lip pop. So I would get credit every time I would bring somebody in $25, and a lip pop is $50. So she want a lip pop? It's like, okay. But that was after I had my lips done.
Okay.
And she did it there, and that hurt, and it didn't do nothing. So
I don't know.
it just feels like all my lipsticks run into the corner of my mouth.
I want to go get all these poofies. I've got my sinuses under my eyes. I've got 2 of them on both, and I just
With what would they do?
I don't know. I want them to rip it out. Want it gone. I don't know. Put filler in it. I don't know what it needs. It's just, I hate it.
Because I was going to do filler around my mouth to get rid of all the lines from, smoking too much and obviously getting old. But it's like, no, what for?
I know.
So why put myself through the pain and the expense? Because I was going to get a vampire facelift. And that's like $800 or $900. And then I figured by the time I did my lips again and did the filler around my mouth, it was going to be like $1,600 to almost $2,000. And I said, nah.
Mm-mm.
So.
No. You go get your backpack with that.
So no. Yes, I'd rather have a Louis Vuitton.
Exactly.
So, but, and I hate putting foundation in my ears.
Yeah.
But I don't want them to, like this color of face with these pink ears.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know.
When I do
my face doesn't match my hands.
I tan in a tanning bed. My neck right here is white. So I have to fill it in with shadow. My face is darker than my neck. For whatever reason, my neck is just white. And it's so stupid. And I'm like, it looks like I have foundation on. I don't.
Well, because I'm 61 years old and I'm lucky enough to have all my hair. And luckily enough, I'm 6'2". So you don't really see this spot up here. But because of the gray, it looks like I have a great big bald spot. I just put freaking eyeshadow on it. I just take this brush, I dip it in there.
What a good idea.
And, well, first I bought the Joan Rivers stuff and it works good, but then I lost it.
Oh.
So it's like, well, I'm not going to spend however much she charges for it when I have all this makeup.
Right.
So I'll just, you just put it on there.
Huh.
But I bought this other stuff. It's from Bumble and Bumble, and it's tinted dry shampoo.
Oh, yeah.
And I spray it on there.
Yeah.
But it leaves a residue and it flakes.
Mm.
So when you're combing your hair, it'll flake out. And I would use it every time I would wash my hair. And it was just a spray. It's a spray. And I do it in like pulses.
Mm-hmm.
But it'd be gone in like 3 weeks, and they're $40.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I quit using that.
Yeah, that's kind of pricey.
And then I decided I'm just going to go gray, but
I like it.
I don't know. It's hard finding gray extensions, so
It would be hard.
I just use Silverine shampoo. No, I tried the Silverine shampoo. I used one of them on brand new blonde extensions, and it turned them pink.
What?
So it took forever for it to wash out. And by the time I got new hair, it was still tinted pink. So this cute little girl named Ashley, if you're watching this, I love you. She works at Ulta. She sold me some Silverine conditioner, and it works.
Oh, good.
And she's also the one that told me just to use just the the moisturizer on my face and quit using a primer and all that stuff. So as soon as she told me that, I went home and tried it, and I couldn't believe the difference on how the foundation flowed.
Oh, good.
So
she
she's
knew
smart. I love her.
She's smart. That's.
So,
we all need to
I've
make
only
it
met her
work.
once, but I love her to death. In fact, I should go into Ulta like this. Since I'm out and about, I should just go
You
in there and
should.
go, hi.
See, just
But-
you should. You should.
I don't think I'm that brave yet.
Do it. It'd be awesome.
I don't know.
I
And
think St. George needs it.
St. George is weird, and I don't think St. George could handle it. And my luck, my picture would be on the front cover of the stupid Spectrum, and then it would affect my family's business, which that's where I get my retirement from. So I don't want to screw that up. But
That's all right. The internet's ready for you. Maybe Southern Utah might not.
yeah, but it's like Instagram. I've been on Instagram for over 2 years, and I finally posted a video, and it's like, what do I have to do to get noticed? Do I have to drink my own blood, bite the head off a freaking chicken, or shave my head? It's like, well, I'm never shaving my head.
No.
But it's like the one Joy posted my first video, the one about my eyelashes. The other ones I posted but used those hashtags, got no response. I posted the exact same one on Instagram, and I think the last time I checked, I had 66 views.
You got like over
I think
600 followers off of one post.
And I think the last time I checked at it, it was almost at 35,000 views. So I like Instagram, but TikTok's funner.
You get more responses and more kickback and more interaction quicker.
Well, I did have one question from somebody that's like, well, why do you do this? And it's like, why? Because it's fun. Makeup, to me, is an art form.
Yeah.
It's like, instead of painting on a canvas, I'm painting on my face and take pictures, and then you just wash it off, and then you can start all over. If you don't like the way it looks, try something new. But I always mess up. My makeup will be as perfect as I can get it, and like today, I got a big black glub of black eyeliner underneath. But I learned how to fix it. Instead of going, shit, and having to wipe the whole thing off, I can fix it.
Yeah.
And it feels like it's all going.
Into the corners.
Uh-huh. Because usually the longest I wear makeup is like 45 minutes, and then it comes off. And I probably messed up my lips, did I?
No.
Okay, because I love my lips. I love doing lips.
It's awesome.
So
You look great.
I've even put lip gloss on my eyelids before.
Okay, that would be sticky. That's
Well,
a little bit like honey.
There,
Would hate that.
Too Faced has this one, and it's gold, and it comes in a gold tube. And I've got gold pigment, but I never really liked the way it looks. So I said, oh, what the hell? And I just put it in the corner of the eye, and then just brushed it out, and it looked cool. But like I said, it's not on for long enough
True.
to
worry.
run
Right.
and go in, the wrinkles and the creases. So it's probably not a good idea to wear it, for like 6 hours.
Right.
But it looked cool. I mean, it did what I wanted it to do.
Yeah.
And another thing, I don't follow trends. Everybody's doing that trend where they'll do the cut crease, and then they end up with like a blue line that comes all the way out to here and then comes down. I don't do that. And the reason I don't do that is because I don't like it.
Yeah.
And so I don't do stuff that I don't like. Because everybody else is doing it doesn't mean that I should do it.
No.
And somebody posted, they go, well, you need shimmer. No, I don't like shimmer.
Well, do
I
I
don't
really
want it when you turn your face and you blind somebody. And I've seen people, and I'm going to admit, I don't know how to apply shimmer correctly, that it's just a streak because they haven't blended it out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I put it on, at first I used to put it here, put it on the end of my nose, put it on the Cupid's bow on my lip, and it's like, no, I don't want to. So I do what I like.
And as you should.
So if somebody
should.
goes, well, you're just old fashioned, I don't care. So that's what I like, and that's what I think looks good. And unfortunately, these little YouTubers that have, 19-year-old skin,
Right.
I don't. So I can't do all the stuff that they do. Nor do I want to.
No.
But yeah, I'm jealous. If I would have started this when I was 19.
Imagine where you would be. And,
Well,
think about it.
and another good thing about starting later in life, because I started doing this when I was like 58, almost 59, It's like if you think about it, when you start doing it when you're 17, and you're making your living doing this at 17.
Yeah, you probably
And then the
burn out.
next thing you know, you wake up and you're 45, and you're still trying to make a living at it, and you're going, this is what I used to look like. Well, I don't have to worry about that because this is what I look like.
Right.
So,
It's true.
and mature skin is not easy.
No, it isn't.
In fact, I put on one of my little videos, and I haven't posted it yet. It's like, I wish my skin was still as tight as the skin on a grape. But you know what happens to a grape when it gets old? It turns into a raisin. Try painting makeup on a raisin.
Good luck.
And it's not easy when you're mature and you put something there and you go to like blend it, but it's not blending because it's not going where it's supposed to, because where you placed it, that's moving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's not easy.
No.
So,
It's definitely
and so
not.
all you kids out there, enjoy your youth, because before you know it, it's gone. I once was young and beautiful. I'm still beautiful. I'm just not quite as young. Let's face it. I have shoes older than most of you kids out there. But it happens to everybody. And if it's not going to happen to you, let me know. Because, well, let me know what you're doing, because I used to think I'm the only one getting old. And then I'd see somebody that I went to high school with, and it's like, no, we're all getting old. It happens to everybody.
It is alarming when you see someone from high school and you're like, who the hell is that old?
It's like, do I look that bad? Do I look that terrible?
I know.
And another thing, too, it's like I look at myself in the mirror and I'm going, oh my God, Joey, you've turned into your dad. You look just like your dad. Not saying that that's bad. My dad's almost 86. But, I don't know. If you get older, consider yourself lucky. I mean, you know, you could die young and leave a beautiful corpse, but you're missing out on a lot.
Yeah.
I, myself, tell myself I only have 15 years left, tops.
So let's have some fun.
So, 75, 76. And somebody says, well, you should quit smoking so you live to be 100. No. I don't want to be 100. No. If I wet my pants and have to wear a diaper,
I ain't doing it.
I'll inhale a whole bunch of translucent powder and kill myself. So, but it's just, it's fun. I like it. But I'll be honest with you, I wish I could make a living at it, but I don't know. We'll see.
Never know.
You never know what's going to happen. I could drop dead on my way home.
No!
Like the last time I came to visit Joy,
No.
I pulled out into the street and I broke this nail. I was so mad. The last time I broke a nail was in August, and the only reason I broke it is because they were out to here and they were hooked. And my husband made me move our stock tank pull, and I said, I'll break a nail. He goes, just help me. And as soon as he did it, I broke two.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I had pretty good luck with my nails. Thank you, Ashley. But, you know, you never know what's going to happen. I could get pulled over, and because this is such a conservative Mormon community, I could get a ticket for wearing makeup. So,
Oh, the horror.
the horror of the horror. But anyway, we just wanted to do a collab. I wanted to see, you know, if possibly some of Joy's clients might be interested in these gaudy looking lashes, because I was thinking mostly it'd be for drag queens and cosplay, but I'm sure there's some girls out there that would be brave enough to wear them.
Absolutely.
So because
My girls will love them.
they're big, they're very big. I can also do shorter versions of them, but I've named these ones are called Edna Louise.
I love it.
So, but it's just a hobby. I just wish I could make a little money off my hobby, because I have to get a real job and I don't want to.
Boo.
Cut that part out.
I will. Yeah.
So anyway, I'm sweating like a pig. Oh, and one other thing, I watched this drag queen, and it was this older gentleman, and I don't know if he's a professional. He was just going out, but he put milk of magnesia on his skin before he did his makeup.
What?
And he goes, you're probably wondering why I'm putting milk of mag on my face. And I'm sitting there going, yeah, why? He goes, it stops you from sweating underneath your foundation.
Really?
Yeah, so you learn all these tricks from all these older queens.
I love it.
But I mean, if I was actually going to go out
Hell.
someplace and be under hot lights, I would try it.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
because I can just see myself, and once it starts to melt, it melts. I mean,
Seriously, there needs to be a database of all the information that they have, because
there's a lot of tricks out there, and it's usually the older ones that have figured it all out.
absolutely.
So I went to Pride in Palm Springs, and there was this older drag queen in like a glittery dress that was a mini skirt, and you should have seen her hair. It was blonde, and it looked like a bubble. It was probably, a picture from here to about right there, and it was teased and individual little curls, and it's like, oh my God, who styled your wig? And that's another thing I'm going to try to do. I bought cheap wigs off Amazon. I'm just trying to get the nerve up to backcomb and spray and tease, but I'll do it. So.
You will.
I will.
Yeah.
Now my next thing is I'm going to make grandma rhinestone jewelry. So I watched this series on Netflix. I think it was called Brightington or something.
No,
like that.
we're watching it right now. We have two more.
Yeah.
Just so good.
I'm done with it because I love period pieces.
Me too.
Because of the clothes, and I'm sitting there going, oh my God, look at that jewelry.
I know.
Oh my God, look at that.
I know.
I can make that. So, and I'm going to try to make a tiara.
Mm-hmm.
And if the tiara works out good.
Have you watched Versailles?
I started, but I didn't finish it.
Bridgerton? Bridgerton is the name of the show.
Yeah, that's the one I was watching.
We have two more.
It.
We have two more episodes to watch.
I watched it all in 2 days.
We have. Casey keeps falling asleep, and he makes me turn it off.
So Clifford keeps falling
Seriously,
asleep.
I
No,
just wanna
actually,
watch it. Boo.
Clifford went to bed, and I started watching it because we'll start a series together, and he falls asleep.
Mm-hmm.
So I get ahead of him, or I have to wait till he catches up. Like, we've never finished Cannibal. We've never finished Nurse Jackie. There's probably 5 of them we haven't finished because
He falls asleep.
he falls asleep. So this one I did on my own. And I mean, the first night I stayed up till 1. And then I finished it the next day.
It's so good. I can't wait.
But I took a jewelry class, a silversmithing class, so I know how to solder.
Well, their jewelry it's been pretty impressive.
So I found the stuff where
good.
it's already preset, and I watched somebody make stuff, and she sets it in Play-Doh to keep it in place.
Oh, smart.
So she's got a kit, and it's $70 to start a kit. Excuse me. So as soon as I have $70, or maybe I'll just whip out a credit card, I'm gonna start making my own jewelry. I plan on making earrings, necklaces, like things to go on the back of your, like if you're wearing an updo.
Mm-hmm. Like a comb.
Brooches,
Mm-hmm.
rings, bracelets, and tiaras.
Love it.
And I'll probably make a collection where they're all the same.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's going to take practice. Right now I'm gluing flat back crystals on wood discs to make earrings. And that was hard at first, but now it's easy. But
That's too fun though. It's super creative.
it's just stuff that anybody can do themselves, but a lot of people just don't want to sit there and do it.
No, I'd rather,
They'd rather buy them. So I'm going to try to make little dangly, sparkly earrings and possibly see if anybody will want to buy those. But who knows?
Well, we'll
Maybe I'll just sell my used extensions.
There you go. Sign them.
I have so much hair at my house, it's disgusting. And yes, I was asked, is that your hair? Well, the top is. So, but this is mine. I mean, I bought it. So I paid for it. But I didn't grow it. So people are always going, is that your hair? Well, you need to be a little bit more specific. Well, what do you mean? Ask me if I grew it. Did you grow it? No, somebody else did. So, but I've been wearing extensions since I was 54. So it'll be 7 years. And
Yeah.
the longest I've gone without extensions was
You were working over at Circle K.
5 days. And that's because the guy that was doing my extensions went to go do a drug deal and left me sitting in his chair for an hour and a half, so I left.
Oh my hell.
So,
You're like,
so 5 days was the longest. But now, as long as I have enough hair to glue hair onto, I will have extensions. I've always loved long hair. The longest my hair ever got was to the top of my pants when I was 38, I think. And it stayed that length for a couple of years, but then it started to get thin. And it was driving me crazy. So I cut it off and
do
I
you take
went.
biotin? You should take biotin.
I tried all that stuff and it's just,
And you're like, no, I don't want to do it.
I tried everything. And then I went 12 years with short hair. And then I watched Will Smith's daughter, Willow's video, Whip My Hair. And then I watched Paula Abdul's Cold Hearted Snake. And the one dancer had bangs down to here. And I said, F it. I'm growing my hair back out. So I did.
I love it.
And like I said, as long as I have enough hair to do it, then I'll have it. But if it gets really bad and I still look decent, I might just buy a really good wig from Noah. His wigs are like $2,000, but they're gorgeous. Noah from What's Wigs. Noah, you should send me $5. Anyway, so, but that's what I do. Oh, and these, I love fingernails. I've always wanted them. I was always scared to death to do them. So at 59, I decided you're not getting any younger. Try them, see if you like them. I love them, and I'm keeping them. And people stare at me and look at me, and it's like, but they don't say anything to me. Because personally, I couldn't fight my way out of a wet paper sack.
No, I know.
But I'm 6'2" and 200 pounds.
So you're just a little intimidating.
So it's like, well, if you're going to mess with me, watch out, because I'll hit you with my purse, and there's a big sterling silver compact in there, and it'll hit you and it'll hurt.
It'll really
and
hurt.
I'm lying about the compact. But I don't really get harassed. I
No.
get stared at, but I stare right back. In fact, I was at Joann's buying some stuff to make earrings, and this little old lady was just staring at me. She had her mask on, I had my mask on, and I looked at her and she's staring at me. So I stared back. I didn't blink, and I didn't break eye contact until she did. So it's like, if you're gonna stare at me, I'll stare back. I'm not gonna go, oh my God, she thinks I'm weird. Because I really don't care. If you think I'm strange and unusual, I don't care. I'm sorry, that's your problem. Wait a minute. I'm not sorry. It's your problem. But when people say what I just said, well, I don't care, that's a lie. Everybody cares. I just don't care enough to stop doing it. So if you have a problem with me like some people do, see you later, because it's not like I'm sending you invitations to come over to my house for dinner. So, in other words, fuck off. I try not to swear when I'm in videos, but that's the only thing that will describe it. It's just, if you don't like it, don't look at my pictures and don't comment. I mean, if I see a 400-pound girl in spandex or a 400-pound girl in a bikini, I don't go, ooh, ick, because I don't care. She obviously doesn't care, and it's none of my business. And kudos to anybody that does stuff like that. If they feel comfortable in their own skin, then I think they're wonderful.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I couldn't
Don't judge.
Don't judge. Nope.
The funny thing is that most of the people that I've noticed on TikTok that have said kind of mean things to me don't have any posts, don't have any followers. And one lady was kind of mean to me. And so I just basically told her, thank you for the input. Merry Christmas. And then I started following her.
The scandal.
Yeah, so it's like, you may think I'm weird, but I'm following you. So I guess maybe that's kind of like stalking her, but I don't, because I don't check out her feed. So anyway, well, I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, that's probably good.
That was like, what,
An
4.5
hour.
hours long?
No.